Well, I've gotten some discovery in here, and the discovery is in the electrical section. It's in the electrical box. And this is the GFCI for the garage and exterior. And I thought that you couldn't have or shouldn't have GFCIs of the exterior and the garage commingled. But that's not my area of concern. Okay, so come over here. I just tripped that. Our light, our courtesy light is still on. I did not trip this breaker, this receptacle. Come over here. I look for the garage plugs, if that's what you want to call them. It is not GFCI protected. Alright? I have heard that the city of Garland, or whatever city we're in, but some of the suburbs around Dallas no longer require GFCIs on the ceilings. I'm not sure why that would be. Okay, I've been in this business for 29 years, and when I was early in the business, so say 25 years ago, if I remember it correctly, a 5-year-old boy was holding this, which was dangerous in itself. Okay, pinching and that kind of stuff, dangerous in itself. But there was a short in the motor, okay, and did not have GFCI. Electricity takes the path of least resistance, and so the straight errant current came down the metal looking for ground, and he was holding the door. I don't know, he might have been holding it like this for all I know. If you got a ground, you would never notice it because electricity takes the path of least resistance. But unfortunately, the little 5-year-old kid was the path of least resistance. And his last words, this is down in Houston, not too far from here. And his last words was, "Somebody get me off of this." He was attached to it and it was shocking him. And it wasn't a lot of codes. Codes are, safety and structural integrity. And a lot of codes are retroactive, like the swimming pool drains after the little girl got her hair caught in it. After that little boy was electrocuted there. Well, and the International Electrical Code, the National Electrical Code, International Residential Code, now required GFCI on the garage ceilings. I did a garage door opener video, and I'm going to put this with the garage door video in your report, because I just made an assumption that was a non-labeled receptacle, and I learned that no, we do not have GFCI protection for this door. So let me make this clear. If you got a short in your ground, if that ground is fine, you could have a short in the motor and never know it. You could have a short in your toaster and never know it. Okay? Because the ground is doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's saving lives, saving people from being electrocuted. But if the ground fails, you're supposed to have a backup of a GFCI protector. And what does a GFCI protector do? If the load becomes unbalanced. Okay? What do you mean if the load becomes unbalanced? A certain amount of electricity goes in here and then comes out of here. But if it's going through you, this is going to trip because the load becomes unbalanced. That's your second defense. You're supposed to have GFCI in your kitchens. You're supposed to have GFCIs in your bathrooms. You're supposed to have GFCIs outside. There's places you're supposed to have it because these, are susceptible areas, and you should have GFCI on every receptacle in the garage. That's the code. So I come over here, I trip this, see? There we go, we got it. But looky here. Somebody get me off of this thing.